My name is Randy Bigley. Joining me on the podcast right now from Junior Achievement, we're going to talk with Joshua Lehman and Holly Dawson. Good morning.
Good morning.
Junior Achievement, I know people have heard that term before. Can you explain what Junior Achievement's all about?
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to. So Junior Achievement, we are a youth development nonprofit focused on working with K through 12 students, but ultimately at the end of the day, our focus is helping these young kids just understand what type of opportunities exist, give them some perspectives they might not otherwise have, focused around entrepreneurship programming and financial literacy programming, career readiness programming, just giving them those opportunities they might not otherwise have to just understand what's out there and be successful in their future.
Junior Achievement's changed a little bit through the years too, hasn't it?
It has, yeah, it has. We've changed quite a bit over the years. And actually, when we first started as an organization, we were really focused directly on entrepreneurship programming. But really in the 70s, we went from out-of-school programming to in-school programming. We're now impacting tens of thousands of students per year in North Central Ohio alone, millions across the country each year. And we have programming now that expands into financial literacy and what does it mean to build a budget and savings, and what does it mean to just look at the career pathways that are out there. And I'm excited to have Holly here today because she does a lot with our programming here throughout the western side of our footprint, and I'd love to be able to have her share more about what it is that we do in the schools locally.
Okay, Holly, let's
Sure.
talk about that.
I'd love to. So our office covers a 16-county footprint, and 7 of those counties is what's known as the Western District. So I manage programs in Ashland, Richland, Crawford, Marion, Morrow, Knox, and Wyandotte.
Okay.
And so here locally in Crawford County, I'm really excited to share, we work with every school district in Crawford County. Could be at the elementary school level, the middle school level, and the high school level. We have a specific volunteer who's in his 42nd year
Wow.
volunteering with third
Right,
graders.
right.
We also have a program over at Buckeye Central that the guidance counselor takes high school students who think they might want to become a teacher, and she puts them into the elementary school programs, and they
wow.
teach the JA program. It gives them that feeling, like, is this a career I really want to dive into once I graduate? So we have a great list of different partners that we work with out here, and that could be the volunteer aspect or it could be the business aspect. And when we talk about the volunteers, that's what truly, it's our special sauce. So we prefer to send someone in from the community. It could be a retired teacher, it could be a CEO of a corporation, could be a bank teller, could be a stay-at-home mom. But that volunteer is the special sauce. They're going into the classroom, they're teaching the students about those concepts revolving around entrepreneurship, workforce readiness, career development, finances. They're bringing their perspective and just their experiences that they have in their life. So it really truly makes a difference when you have that volunteer.
What grade levels? Is it all grade levels?
So we offer, as Josh said, we offer K through 12th grade programming. Every school district in Crawford County is a little bit different. For example, if I take Galleon schools, we do all of 2nd grade, we do all of 4th grade, and then we work with the middle and high school career coach who's actually employed through Pioneer.
Okay.
And they work with us with our JA virtual exploration of ed program. So every school's a little bit different, and it's based on the needs that that specific school has.
So what's the youngest you could be in this?
You could be a kindergartner.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
wow, yeah.
You could be a kindergarten first, all the way up to 12th grade.
Wow.
And all of our programs,
Yeah.
they're centered around essentially Common Core, the Ohio Department of Education standards for social studies aspect of that grade. So obviously a kindergarten program is very different than a high school senior.
Sure, right,
Yeah.
sure, most
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly. But it gets into what are needs and wants, and what's a family, and how do families come together to make communities. And we have these people in our community who are entrepreneurs, and they start businesses so that families can have jobs to earn money to buy things they need and want. And by the time you get to high school, students are building a business. They're going to these high experiential, just exciting career fairs that are more of an exploration fair, getting them to understand what pathways are out there. So we have programming across the spectrum of what we do that is very hands-on and experiential for all these kids.
They still do like they used to, with a business or anything, where they have their own business and...
We do,
Yeah.
we do still have that program, and that's actually what Junior Achievement was founded on back in 1919. And we have high school students that, from the ground up, throughout the entire semester, will build a business. They work with their teacher and a mentor, and they go through the whole process of coming up with the idea that's going to solve a problem in their community. How are they going to raise the funds to be able to start the business? How are they going to build the business structure, the business plan? They pick who in the class is going to be the CEO, the CFO, the marketing, whoever it is that's going to run the business. And we're actually really excited about that program, and we look to expand that throughout our 16-county footprint. Only a few schools in our footprint right now participate because it's such an involved program, but we're always trying to find those teachers and volunteers across our footprint who are willing to make that type of experience available to their students, because it is amazing. And we're really proud of it in North Central Ohio, because this year we actually have 3 local teams, 3 local JA company teams, high school students that built their business, that were selected to compete in the JA USA national competition.
Nice,
And
yeah.
what that means, there's only 15 teams from across the entire country each year that are selected. And 3 of them this year from North Central Ohio. And so they're going this month to Washington, D.C. to compete against other teams from across the country and present a pitch of their business and their commercial, and talk about their financial reports and how they did as an organization, as a company this year. And they'll present to a panel of judges that will rank them, and we're excited to see how they do. This is the second time in the history of the JA Company program that 3 teams in the national competition have come from one area.
That's awesome. That's incredible, actually. Yeah, that says a lot for this area, doesn't it?
It does. It
Wow.
does. We have some amazing teachers and amazing volunteers that work very hard in that program. So if anybody's listening out there, we're looking for more, because we want to expand that programming as much as possible.
Who are you looking for in a volunteer?
Oh, goodness. I honestly would say anybody. Maybe Holly can talk more about that,
Right.
because you work with a lot of our volunteers.
Absolutely. That's the thing I always say. Volunteers come from completely different walks of life, but at the end of the day, their goal is to inspire. Their goal is to leave an impression on our students and help that student to start thinking about their career and their future at an early age. And so I, not only being an employee of Junior Achievement, but we also get the opportunity to volunteer.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how many times I've been at a movie theater, I've been at Target, and students will come up to me and they'll say, hey, you are my Junior Achievement volunteer, you are my JA lady.
Yeah.
So that volunteer component really leaves an impact with those students. And so, like I said earlier, your volunteers could be anyone. They could be an entrepreneur. They could have started their business when they were 15.
Yeah.
But they could also have been a stay-at-home mom for 10 years who's looking to get back into the workforce and wants to get in the community and give back. So anyone can be a volunteer. You just have to have that passion to do so.
If you're interested in being a volunteer, how can you sign up to do that? Or if you have any questions?
Simply reach out to Josh or I. We have a list of volunteer opportunities throughout our 16 county footprint. So we would be more than happy to sit down with anyone who's interested, figure out where they might be best suited, and then we can go from there. So just feel free to reach out to us.
Reach out, yeah. We have our website, www.ja.nco.ja.org. So it's JA of NCO as in North Central Ohio, .ja.org. And all of our contact information is on there. You can simply Google search JA of North Central Ohio, and that'll pop right up. But all of our contact information is on there for our program team, our entire team, and anybody that you reach out to, be more than happy to help find an opportunity in your community.
Even though school's out, you guys are probably still busy with it, though, right?
Oh, yeah. And a lot of it comes to planning for next year.
Right.
At this time, we're really, our program team, and we're excited because we're expanding that. We brought on a new person to help expand all of our efforts in our Western County, and Holly's really working on building a lot of relationships that expand into all of our corporate partners and other volunteers to help fund the programming. But right now, we're getting into that planning phase where we're starting to talk to schools, find out what their curriculum needs are going to be next year, how can we help fill some of the gaps. And we still have some programming wrapping up the school year. School is wrapped up pretty much for the most part. We do have limited amounts of summer programming here and there, but we'll be looking for volunteers for next school year. We're going to need a lot of them.
Yeah.
Again, how can you volunteer?
Reach out to us. Go onto our website. You can call our main office line, which is 330-433-0063, or just Google search JA of North Central Ohio and send any of us an email. Happy to help find those opportunities and give you a chance to make an impact in our community.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Andy. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for
Thank
having
you.
us.